Combining dance, music, Portuguese, and martial arts, capoeira is an art form as rich in culture as it is dangerous. Discovering the dancing martial art 20 years ago, Stephen Kolhouse found a life passion that has only prospered with age.
Capoeira is an Afro-Brazilian martial art created by the African slaves brought to Brazil by the Portuguese during the colonization of Brazil. It's a combination of martial arts, dance, culture, and rich history as well. It's best described as a martial art. It's disguised as a dance because during captivity, the slaves weren't allowed to practice any sort of martial art or fighting form. So they disguised it as a ritualistic dance so that if the slave masters saw that, they allowed them that small freedom to be able to practice some sort of ritual that they kept to keep them happy. At its core, it's meant to be a deceptive form of fighting. It's not meant to be originally, like the idea of it was never meant to be a stand toe-to-toe fighting art form. It was meant to be a hit-and-run art form. When people watch capoeira, all they see is people on their hands, people doing flips and people doing acrobatics, but they don't see at the core, when capoeira turns into a fight, a lot of that stuff goes out the window. I started capoeira in 1998 in southern Indiana. When I was a kid, I always wanted to do martial arts, but my parents never really allowed me to do that because I was always kind of here and there with things. So I would start something and quit, so they didn't want to invest any money in me doing anything. So I saw capoeira in movies and in video games and other media. Like I wanted to do jumps and kicks and flips and all that stuff. I saw that it was in a circle and you're like the center of attention, and I was always kind of shy and introverted, and I wanted to learn how to be something like that, something more confident, somebody who has some sort of skill that other people don't have. So capoeira kind of drew me in that way. Luckily, I found a little studio in Bloomington, Indiana, and it was just a group of students who, some of them had some training, some of them were new, and we just kind of got together and trained. So me and a few others came to Chicago, and there was another capoeira group here that was hosting an event, one of those big batizado events, and they had guest masters from all over. And my master, Master Bahão, happened to be one of the people that was here. And we got to talking with him, and he invited us to come to train with him in Vancouver. And that was where I really kind of fell in love with it, because the way he sings, the way that his students are, the way that his group is, like the energy was through the roof, and like I'd never felt anything like it. So after that moment, that's where my opinions of capoeira changed from wanting to be someone who jumps and kicks to someone who wants to be able to inspire people and give that energy to people the way that my master did through just singing a song or just playing an instrument in a specific way. Every person that comes in learns every aspect of capoeira. It's a vital part of their graduation to the next levels, the next tiers. It's physical movement, learning a dialogue of a game, physical game, also learning a Portuguese language, learning multiple instruments, the berimbau, the atabaque, the pandeiro. Within our group also, it's important to learn other cultural dances, cultural musics that are involved from the northeast of Brazil, as well as other regions. So to understand capoeira, you have to understand Brazil. You can't really understand one without the other. So we think of capoeira kind of as an ambassador to Brazilian culture in the world. As far as the history and the culture goes, you have to understand where capoeira came from and how it was born in order to be able to understand where it's going today and what it is today and why things are the way they are today. In the beginning, it was kind of a selfish pursuit. I feel like it was kind of all about me and what I wanted. And then today, it's more about me trying to maintain a legacy that my master has created. That's kind of my goal. One of my goals and dreams is to make every person that walks into the door see capoeira like at least once in the same way that I see it. I don't want customers. I want students who eventually become disciples of their teacher, so that they follow in the footsteps of that person and then want to learn everything that that person learns. I've had students who've traveled from far away to move here to train specifically with me because they've met me elsewhere or heard of me, and then they wanted to come and train here with me. So perhaps those people will be, but we'll see. Capoeira has become what my life is. Like it's like half of my body. Like I don't know what my life would be without it. And every day, either I'm here, or I'm training, or I'm teaching, or I'm learning something new, or I'm working on a new song, or I'm working on a new instrument, or practicing this or practicing that. In some way, shape, or form, I'm always doing capoeira every day for the majority of the day. So if tomorrow everything folds up, and even if the academy closes and students don't come, I still have capoeira, and I can travel, go somewhere else. I still have my status, I still have my position, I still have my group, I still have my master. I'll go to Brazil and live there and train with him, and that's fine.
For more information on capoeira, visit axechicago.com.